Hello, everyone. Back with another episode of USMN Talk Show. If you watch this game live, you know this was a banger of a game. Absolutely sick game. So many dudes played. Actually, when I say so many dudes, everyone. I don't think we really had a player who had a bad game. I think maybe like Des kind of let the ball get away from him a couple times, but he even beat the defender several times. Look at that. That's our first goal right there. Pulisic, just unstoppable this game. Like, these Caceres did nothing but foul him the entire time. Pulisic, unstoppable. I wish he would have stayed on, because he definitely would have scored a goal, but we'll take the assist. Entire back line played great. Anthony Robinson, as always, played great. Tim Ream, it's Tim Ream, and he played good. I don't know if you guys saw, but he had the most defense breaking passes from a defender in the World Cup since 1966 or something like that, or maybe ever. I can't remember. It might have been ever, actually. And then Chris Richards obviously played great. He was the one that he had completed 83 out of 83 passes, most out of any player with 100% since 1966. And then Freeman, it was a quiet game, but it was still a great game for him. I mean, he is one of, I'd say him, Balogun, and Tillman are and Richards. Those are our 4 biggest pieces that just have changed our team since the last World Cup. Pulisic, already mentioned him, obviously played great. Balogun, I mean, just having an actual striker is just such a difference maker, man. I guarantee you he continues to score goals. Him, Pulisic, Tillman, McKennie, all combining. It's just beautiful. Adams, kind of a quiet game, but he always is out there putting his body on the line, doing what we need him to do. Who else we got out there? I already mentioned Tillman a little bit, but Tillman had a silky smooth game, man. He looks kind of, I don't know if pure skill wise, he's second only to Pulisic on the team. McKennie kind of had a sort of a McKennie game where he's just all over the place doing a little bit of everything, you know. But that's kind of what we need him to be doing. And then obviously I already mentioned Des. He didn't have too amazing game, but he still beat his defender several times. I thought this was a great game for us. All these dudes played amazing. And the only problem now is, if anyone saw, this is a chance Des messed up. If anyone saw that Pulisic potentially might have a calf contusion, that would be no good. I saw a video online on Instagram explaining how that's the most likely injury if Pulisic is injured. Obviously, you may have heard that he mouthed to his family that he was all good, but there is a reason he was taken off, obviously. So if there is an injury, that is most likely what it is. But if it's best case scenario, he could be back still and fine for this next game. But worst case scenario, he could be out for the rest of group stage if it is an actual calf contusion. But I believe that he's fine, or at least I'm hoping he's fine, because we will be needing him for Turkey especially. Because I think getting first on group is so important if we want to be making it towards the quarterfinals. So yeah, but I think he'll be fine. Now I'm just tired of this the narrative, but all leading up to this. The hate on Pulisic was crazy. The hate on USA is crazy. And it's just hate at everyone. And now that we're to the World Cup, we just beat Paraguay 4-1. Pulisic's cooking like never before. All our guys are stepping up, and it's just Paraguay. It's just Paraguay. I mean, make up your mind. Like, you can't be like, all leading up to this, USA is going to get stomped by Paraguay. Oh, Paraguay, they beat Argentina. They beat Brazil. They tied Uruguay. They were 6th in CONMEBOL defensive rating. USA is not going to beat them. To now we just destroyed them, and it's just Paraguay. It's just Paraguay. Like, you got to make up your mind. And so it's just, that's frustrating, honestly. But I think this really sent a message. And I believe this team, I think Paraguay didn't play their best ball, but I do believe that they're a better team than Australia. So by any luck, we should get a similar result. I just think Australia might be a little bit more disciplined, a bit more physical. Physical not in like a dirty way, but just like in a physical way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not. But, so that's just frustrating. I think we sent a message though, you know? Pulisic sent a message. Balogun sent a message. USA sent a message. And I'm tired of, I don't ever want to hear anyone group USA in with like the other hosts. Canada, Mexico, not even close to the same level as USA when we have our full lineup. We're out here beating the 42nd ranked FIFA team 4-1. Mexico could barely handle the 61st ranked FIFA team. I mean, they beat South Africa 2-0, and then and most of the second half they were up a man. That's just sad, and I watched that game. Yeah, South Africa was sloppy as heck, but Mexico was not any better, and there's no reason they shouldn't have 5-0 that team. And then Canada, obviously, so Bosnia, they're the 63rd ranked team. I do believe they're a bit higher than that, so I will say that. But still, like, and Canada did have some injuries, but there's levels to this. And USA is closer to being I'd say they're closer to being a bottom of A tier than top of B tier, you know? And I watched the Brazil versus Morocco game today, and I think we could have competed with both those teams. They ended up a 1-1 draw. But I thought, you see that right there? That play that we just watched? That was, see where he plants and then gets kicked at the same time? That's where they're saying that Pulisic might have gotten the calf contusion, because then he checks up on his calf like right afterwards. So that's kind of where that stems from. But he does end up playing for 8 minutes after this and then added time, so I guess, but maybe a bit of adrenaline with that one, you know? Oh, back to what I was saying. I think we can compete with Brazil, we can compete with Morocco, both of those teams. Like, if we were to, I don't know who we could all match up with, but if we were to match up with those teams in like the knockout stages, we would put up a very good fight against them. I think like the teams that maybe could be, well, the teams that are out of our league are like Portugal, England, France, Spain. Like that, those are like games where like I think we have just no chance of winning. But to be honest with you, there's not any other teams in the World Cup that I don't think that we couldn't get a result out of. And see, I left out England, I left out Brazil, Morocco. Those are top teams, but I think all those teams are flawed, and like USA could definitely put up a fight and upset. So we're looking good, boys. We're looking good, and I am super optimistic about this. And that game was awesome. I'm really hoping that we see even more of this. It would be absolutely sweet, and I'm hoping Pulisic's better, because he's an absolutely key piece of this team. You could see the difference between the first half and the second half. I'm dead serious about that. Pulisic's just he's so dangerous and funny. But enough with the Pulisic glaze. Thanks for watching, boys. I'll be making a match preview of Australia versus USA next. Thanks for watching.